This is the Reds POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Cincinnati Reds. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Good evening, Reds fans, and welcome to another edition of the Reds POSTCAST, brought to you by Locked On Reds and the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I am Tim Daniel. I am a lifelong Reds fan, and I've been podcasting about this team for 5 years at publications such as Late Night Reds and The Riverfront, and I want to thank you all for spending some time with me on this beautiful Friday night, whether you're here on Locked On Reds, Locked On MLB, or Locked On Daily, as we discuss the Cincinnati Reds beating the Milwaukee Brewers 3-1 tonight at American Window Field. I think that's what it is. If you're just checking my show out for the first time, welcome. We are so glad to have you. Right now, it looks like you might have me for a couple more than just 2 games, but we still have 2 more days to go. But you also got Jeff and Steve Monday through Friday on Locked On Reds as well. This episode is brought to you by our friends over at FanDuel. Right now, put in your first $5 bet as a new customer, and you can win up to $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. On tonight's show, don't count them out. They're still in this. Not only are they still in this, they're back in the driver's seat. Can you believe it? Connor Phillips had to do an x-ray. Found out he's got that dog in him. We're going to talk about that. And Gavin Lux, looking like the guy who's been here before, who's been in this situation, who knows what it takes to win in the postseason, to get to the postseason, showed up tonight. It was fantastic. This is a great day to be a Reds fan. Let's get with it.
This is what you'll be talking about.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Guys, it's Milwaukee. It's the house of horrors for Reds fans. They were losing in this game at one point. I know it was 1-0, but 1-0 in Milwaukee feels like 4-0. You know what I mean? It's just kind of one of those places, especially for Reds fans. And they just kept clawing and clawing and clawing, and they had to beat themselves at times, right? Ellie has an error. You know what he does? Turns around, has 2 double plays. Awesome. Has a hit that was pretty much, luck, but we will absolutely take it at this point in the year. That leads to Miguel Andujar going up to third on Ty Steve's sac fly. That's such a huge play in the game, obviously, getting that insurance run. You've got Zach Littell, who leaves after Ellie's error at 4 2/3, who looked really good, just kind of ran out of gas there, it looked like. It's, that big thing hanging over their head. Playing in Milwaukee, where they always struggle. They put something together tonight. Ah, man. Okay, look, here's the thing. I'm seeing the live chat tonight. And you guys know, I'm always here to be a soundboard. I'm always here to talk about you guys. If you're coming here on tonight of all nights, you're going to say something negative. I'm not listening to it. All right. We're going to have fun here today. We're going to enjoy the fact the Reds won. And we're going to go and, and right now, if the season ended tomorrow, I have a playoff spot. So I'm not listening to any Ellie errors or McLean needs to sit stuff tonight. Okay. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to enjoy the Reds won this game. And if you don't want to do that, don't be here. That's all I'm going to say from here on out. There, you got your attention from me. All right, back to the fun stuff. Tonight was a game when it took everything for the Reds to win. And there's been a lot of those games this year when they needed one little thing to go their way and it didn't. Tonight, all those things went their way. And, Will says right here, one inning by Graham Ashcraft. Dude, picks it up when they really need him. Phenomenal. We've already mentioned Connor Phillips is going to have a whole segment today. Never thought there'd be the day we'd have a whole Connor Phillips segment. Unreal. Tony Santillan does what he does. Walks a guy. You know what he does? Battles right through it. Gets a double play. And Emilio Pagan, who got through yesterday by the skin of his teeth, comes out today and just takes care of business. The Red Legs are alive. The Red Legs currently have the 3 spot. And if you want to criticize Tio Francona, like we all have all year, the Reds actually have a winning record. It's official now. No matter what happens, It's a minimum of 4-game improvement from last season. I know that's not much, but we will take it. I'm going to have some fun. I know you guys are having some fun. Let's just enjoy this because they're cockroaches, like they said. You cannot kill this team. And I said it yesterday. I don't know if Milwaukee's going to go their way, but I know they're not going to go down without a fight. I mean, Christian Yelich only had 1 hit tonight. Guys, it was the Reds' night. Christian Yelich was kept at bay. He did have an RBI. But you know what? They still found a way to just not let him beat them. And I think that's the part of this that really stands out the most. And also, shout out the Miami, Florida Marlins. We salute you. That was a beautiful day. I turned on, I was like, right when the Reds game comes on, I see the Mets are up 2-0. And I'm like, oh, man, here we go. And now I see them just have that big inning. I'm kind of looking over the Marlins more and more and more. And, man, 2 days left, they're in right now. So who knows what's going to happen the next couple days. But you got to feel good, right? And I love, I'll end this segment on this. I absolutely loved when Jim Day was talking about Nick Lodolo today. And he was asked, hey, do you think you can pitch game 2 in LA if you guys make it? And he goes, I'm worried about being ready for Sunday if we're all hands on deck. I love that. I absolutely love that. Just makes me so freaking happy. But the Redlegs are victors tonight. And a big part of that is Connor Phillips. The NFL season is here, and FanDuel is making sure you're ready for kickoff with a can't-miss offer. Right now, new customers can bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. I love using FanDuel because it fits however I like to bet. Player props, building same-game parlays, or jumping in live as the action unfolds, or like I've been saying the last couple of days, I am all in on my NBA betting. My Futures Awards winners are coming through. I like Luka Doncic to win the MVP this year. Feel pretty good about it. It makes gaming much more exciting, whether you're watching your team or just keeping an eye on your fantasy lineup. It's quick, easy, and the best way to add a little more energy to Sundays. So are you ready to play? Download the FanDuel app now by visiting FanDuel.com to get started. That's FanDuel.com to place your first $5 bet. What do you get when you have a bald eagle sitting on top of a silverback gorilla riding a T-Rex? Confidence. Pure confidence. If you're looking for something beyond the usual pill, it's time to meet Rougit Go Long. Guys, you've probably heard of Viagra or Cialis. Maybe you even tried them, but if you're looking for something beyond the usual pill, it's time to meet Rougit Go Long. The effects can last up to 36 hours. That's confidence all day, all night, and even into the next day. The process is simple. Connect with a board-certified doctor 100% online, and if prescribed, your treatment ships directly right to your door. Ready to level up your confidence in the bedroom? Head to rugiet.com and use promo code LOCKEDONMLB for 15% off your first order. That's rugiet.com, promo code LOCKEDONMLB. Make sure to use our code so they know we sent you. Want to give a big shout out to our everydayers here on the Postcast who just maybe, I may be hanging with you guys for a little longer than we thought. But I'm so happy to be here on the Reds Postcast each and every night after every single Reds game. If you are just checking my show out for the first time, like I said, welcome. Hit that notification button here on YouTube. Hit that subscription button. You will not only get my show after every Reds game, but you get Jeff and Steve Monday through Friday on Locked On Reds all year round. And after you're done checking out with us, go check out Locked On MLB Daily. They watch every single game, so you don't have to. Let's get to our turning point tonight.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
I kind of mentioned for a brief second, but the Ellie De La Cruz single that bounces off second base and shoots to the third base side, where it allows Miguel Andujar to run up to third base, which leads to him scoring. I don't know if that, there was a play that could have meant more for this team picking up that insurance run right there than that. But that ended up playing huge dividends for them. Jason just asked, are you coming back next year? Jason, I will be here as long as they will have me. And that's my hope. Absolutely my hope. And you know who just secured all the hope in the world for me? Every time I see him take the hill, I just feel like something's going to happen. Connor Phillips. Dude. Got that dog in him. Ending in a third tonight. 3 strikeouts, picks up his 5th win of the year. I don't care about wins and losses for pitchers, but the fact that he just keeps picking up wins of late is pretty awesome. If you look big picture, this isn't like a little thing at this point. This is a big stretch. Last 19 games, he's got a 2.66 ERA, which is his whole season, obviously. But you break that down a little more. Last 15 games, he's 4-0 with a 145. Last 7 games, he's thrown 8 2/3 innings. He has yet to give up a run. He has 15 strikeouts against 2 walks. I think it's fair to say he has earned the right to be a part of the Reds bullpen next year. And when Jeff and Steve do their thing, their A bullpen and B bullpen, I think he's going to be an A guy next year. I'm certainly confident in it. I know bullpens are year to year. They're so tricky. But he has certainly earned the right to be in the conversation. I mean, what he's doing right now, he's striking everybody out. And I love that he just kind of takes it game by game. And I listened to his interview he did with the radio show broadcast the other day, where he kind of was just like, yeah, I've just learned a new routine, kind of just figured out, how to be ready every day and how to like flush the previous appearance out and get ready for the next one. And I love that guy, and you go play, say this happens, say the thing we all feel like is going our way right now. Does end up happening. Booster asked, wasn't Phillips to start at one point? He was. Cowboy mentions a lot. There was that game in St. Louis where they played the Cardinals, and he really struggled. He got sent down after that, and we didn't see him again until this year. And now he's debatably the best guy in the bullpen. Safe to say. But okay, that's probably a little overshooting it. You get what I mean. But today, Zach Littell's got to get pulled into the 5th inning, and Connor Phillips sets the tone for the bullpen. The bullpen tonight goes 4 1/3 of no-hit baseball, giving up just a walk and having 6 strikeouts. I mean, when your season's on the line and you're getting out performances like that, it's a good time to feel like you're going to win, right? Absolutely. So shout out Connor Phillips leading the way. And although I feel like he was pretty great tonight, I did have to go elsewhere for Locked On Player of the Game.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Had to shout out my boy Gavin Lux tonight. And I don't think I've done that enough this year, to be honest with you. Like, he's not a power hitter, right? And he's not going to go out there and hit even 10 home runs, right? He's got, 5 this year? But he gives you solid at-bats. And in this situation, where this is a guy who was just last year in the World Series, is now kind of giving you the at-bats he's giving you of late, you have to feel confident in him. So he has 2 hits tonight, and obviously scores 2 of the 3 runs tonight as well. Just getting on base and just making things happen. He hits that, and he's like hitting all fields right now. That double he hit tonight was to the opposite field, where he gets the first run of the game. So that was pretty awesome. Dave says right here, he gets on base. Is that where we do the Brad Pitt Moneyball thing? But he gets on base. Seth, I like that. The Lux Deluxe. It's like the Lex Express, if you know, you know. But Gavin Lux of late has kind of become this big part of the Reds. Obviously, he's been hitting the 3 spot. I still don't love him hitting in the 3 spot, but he gives him good at bats, and I think that's all that matters right now. Last 7 games, 304 batting average, 320 on base, 435 slugging. You go last 15, 250, 339, 375. Pretty good. So seeing him kind of go out there, being the pickup they really need right now. I mean, I wouldn't say he's the power hitter they need by any means, but he's giving them something. And obviously they do the defense substitution for Will Benson there as well. A couple other guys I want to shout out for tonight offensively. We talked about Ty Steve, that sack fly. That was humongous for them. And keep Ryan Hayes, after going 0 forever, draws a walk tonight. That comes right through again. Gets on base 3 times in the last 2 games. So hopefully he's finding his swing a little bit again. We know he's not necessarily a high ceiling hitter anyway. But what he's giving them right now, these last couple of days when they really need it the most, has been great. And of course, Miguel Andujar is my dude. I said it, I tweeted it earlier today. If I'm Brad Meter and I'm Nick Kroll, I'm sitting down with Miguel Andujar, And I'm saying, hey, how's a 1-1 sound for next year? 1-year contract. We have an option for 2027. Are you in? Because he's brought them a lot of the hitting they really needed. So I feel like I want him back really bad for next season as well. But we'll celebrate tonight and we'll get ready for tomorrow as the Redlegs are victors tonight, 3-1 in Milwaukee. The Reds have 3 runs on 9 hits and an error. The Brewers have 1 run on 3 hits and an error. Your winning pitcher tonight is Connor Phillips. He's now 5-0 with a 266. For the first time in 20 starts, actually, the Brewers, Quinn Preister takes a loss. The Brewers take a loss in a game. Quinn Preister pitches. He's 13-3 with a 332, and Emilio Pagan picks up his 31st save of the year. Now, what are we looking for tomorrow? Plain and simple. If the Mets lose in the 4-15 game, the Reds have a chance to clinch tomorrow. If the Mets win tomorrow and the Reds win tomorrow, Sunday still matters. So go Marlins. But the Marlins and Mets will play at 4:15, and they're going to be they're one of the free MLB TV games tomorrow, so you can watch them for free. And then the Reds are on Fox. They're the national game tomorrow at 7:15. And Andrew Abbott's taking the hill for the Reds. He's 9-7 with a 2.80 ERA. And Milwaukee's turning to Robert Gasser. Robert Gasser has only had 6 career pitching appearances. He's only had 1 this year where he threw 3 innings. He's 0-1 with a 6 ERA. So, could tomorrow be the day? I can't wait to find out. Everyone, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me tonight. This has been an absolute blast. Shout out everyone who checked us out on Locked On MLB, on Locked On Daily as well. I haven't had a chance to get to them all, but I have seen all the comments that have been really reassuring and saying that you guys want me back next year and stuff. Like, thank you. That means so much. They know I want to be back. I believe they want me back. And the way that people are talking to me, it seems like I'm in the game plan. But I'm not going to go ahead and guarantee anything until the papers are sent. But I love being part of Locked On, and I cannot wait for tomorrow. Everyone, have a great rest of your night. Go Redlegs. Go Fish. Let's clinch tomorrow.